What's good, y'all? It's your boy Kevin. I'm back. I want to say hello to the new subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing. For those who came from Miss P's page, hi, how you doing? Thank you. Um, for those who have been spreading the word about me, sharing my videos, tweeting them, whatever, however you go about sharing my videos with other people, your friends, and other YouTube people that you know. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And welcome. I am now, as of now, taking requests. But this video and the next video will be some food for thought videos. I'm gonna try for the new year putting some food for thought videos that are strictly just my thoughts on what goes on through my head. I haven't done a serious topic like that in a while, so I figure why not. The topic for today, I actually posted this as a question of the week on Facebook. A lot of time I get little things in my head, little thoughts and opinions about things that I decide to put as my status on Facebook. And this week I wrote, why is it that we are so quick to anger when it comes to those that we love the most? And that's a good question. And I want to ask y'all, I want y'all to answer me, whether it's in comments, video responses. I haven't gotten video responses in a long time, so I would gladly appreciate those. I will watch your videos. I'll even shout you out if that's what it takes for y'all to interact with me so I can get to know y'all, so I can get to know your opinion, how you feel about certain things that go beyond the comments. Comments are great, but sometimes having video responses gets more in depth and you can speak more freely on the subject. And but anyway, um, so yeah, that's the question. Why is it that we are so quick to anger more so with people that we care for the most, as opposed to people that are just in our circle, as opposed to people that maybe we love or have loved and whatever. It can be a regular friend, but it's a difference between them and the people that are closest to us. For some reason, we tend to put people who are closest to us on a pedestal. We tend to have them up at a higher standard and we hold them up there so much so that we forget that they're regular people. They don't think like us. They don't act like us. They don't have the same morals that we do 9 out of 10. So, being the fact that they're their own person and we're our own people, we can't expect them to do as we would do. We can't expect everyone to think rationally when it comes down to it, because just because you think rationally doesn't mean the next person does. And I'm gonna testify to that because I've been there and I'm somewhere in a place right now where I still do that. I have a family member and an ex who I tend to get angry with so quick. I not even so much angry, I get disappointed with them. I also, not even that, I have a friend, a close friend, like a best friend, who is the same situation with. Um, Out of everybody else I'm cool with, or everybody else in my life, there's these the same three people, and it's been like this for a while, where I found myself getting very disappointed with actions, um, thoughts, things that they may say, things that they may do, whatever, little things. It doesn't have to be a big thing all the time. Sometimes it can be something so small that they do or say, or a thought that they have, thought about a long time ago that they brought up recently, and I either heard about it or I was there when they said it, and I found myself feeling some type of way about it, and I'm trying to figure out, well, why am I feeling some type of way about, you know, what they did? Had it been anybody else, I'd have been like, whatever, hee hee ha ha, and just brush it off. But with them, it's different. One thing I learned is that sometimes we preoccupy ourselves so much with other people's happiness and caring about their well being, and not only their well being, but, you know, about their success and what's going on with them, that we forget about ourselves. We forget how to make ourselves happy, how to find our own peace, and how to keep our joy. If you know, if even if we don't have joy, how to get that joy. We forget, the necessary steps it takes to receive that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're so worried about trying to get somebody else their joy, and we forget our own. We forget about us, and it doesn't make you a bad person. It may make you a people pleaser, but it doesn't make you a bad person. If anything, you have a good heart. And I've always been a person. I've always been told that I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, and that I do. I get very emotional when it comes to other people. When I see people in pain, people close to me who are hurting, I tend to feel like I take things more personal, even more so when it's from other people. I never understood that. I never understood why I was like that. I never understood what the problem was. All I know is that there's some things that I tend to, when it comes to certain people, not everybody, but just my closest friends, people I really love and care for, I tend to take things that they're going through more personally. And 9 out of 10, most, no, 10 out of 10, it has nothing to do with me. It's nothing that even has to do with me at all. It's not even related to anything that has to do with me. And, it's like, I never understood why I was like that. And I hope I'm not alone in this. I don't think I am. But I just never understood that. I never understood that. Um, but I think as I'm talking about it now, I think when it comes down to it, it's about praying and really trying to get a hold of the frustration that you feel towards people. Maybe it is something that they did a long time ago that you haven't gotten over, that you haven't fully forgiven them for. And so when you see them trying to change, even though you may be proud of them, you can't get over what it was they did. And see, we people, we don't ever want to be those people that throw stuff in people's face. We don't want to be those people that bring up the past and throw it in that person's face when they're trying to get over it themselves. Because I know me, I don't need anybody reminding me of what I used to do when I've come so far from that, and I'm trying to forget it myself. And but it's hard to do that sometimes because sometimes the thing that they did back then could have hurt you so bad, and especially if it was done directly to you, it could have been so disappointing to you, and it may have hit you so hard that maybe you can't get over right now. um, with these three particular people that I'm speaking about, they all have done things personally to me that hit me in a way that it was hard for me to get over. It was hard for me to forgive them. But even so, I still find myself getting disappointed when I see them saying things or doing things that is really unlike them. You see, when someone lets you know who they really are as a true person, and you fall in love with that person for who they are, whether it's in a relationship or friendship or whatever, when you really fall in love with a personality, with someone's personality, and they show you that they're someone who you believe in your heart you can truly be cool with and you can truly have a good relationship with, you get attached to that. So then when they start changing and doing other things, you're like, well, who is this person? I don't recognize you. And maybe that is a part of the reason. It's like, okay, y'all know me to be funny. If all of a sudden I started switching up roles, started acting mad different, like I'm not Ruben, all of a sudden I'm somebody else, y'all be like, well, who the F is this? Unsubscribe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's the same thing when you're with people, you know, for every day. It's the same thing with people that you see every day on a daily basis. It's like you know somebody for X amount of years or whatever, and they're one way growing up, but then, slowly but surely they start changing on you, and you're like, okay, well, who is this person? I don't recognize this person, and it's disappointing to you. It's frustrating, and you know, say you talk about it, you fight about it, whatever. Some time goes by, you get over it, and you're cool again. In the back of your mind, you're reminded of how they betrayed your trust. You're reminded of how they let you down. You're reminded of how they hurt you. And it may take a long time, even after you done talked it all out, it may take a long time for you to fully heal. But understand that it takes two people to tango. And if you're really going to heal your relationship, you need 50-50. You come from this way, they come from this way. And at some point, you have to meet an agreement. You cannot put your all into someone else or put your all into a relationship where you're not even getting half of that back. It don't work like that. In order for y'all to heal and to fully learn how to trust each other after your trust has been broken and you've been hurt, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to explain to them, like, I'm gonna do what I have to do and I'm gonna try to make it work, but you have to do it too. You have to understand that I can't allow you to let me down anymore. So if you are serious about growing up, about changing, about being a better person, I'm gonna support you in that, but I'm not gonna be no fool. Um, so yeah, I hope this helps somebody. And again, answer the question. If you've ever been in a situation like that, or you know anybody like that, whatever, just answer the question for yourself. Why do you think that we are so quick to anger um, when it comes to people that we care about and love the most, the people closest to us? On that note, I'm moving away, and I will holler at y'all later. Peace.